Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins, your trainer for Tuesday, March 26th. Can't believe it is the end of March. It is level 2. We are doing a level 2 workout today here in New York City. The rest of the week we'll be broadcasting from the lovely state of Colorado. I'm going from cold to colder. I don't understand why I'm doing that, but it is spring break. My father lives in Denver and we are headed out to hang out, to go skiing and hang out in Denver. And I'm sure you don't care about that, but it is a level 2 workout for you today, using the same 6 moves that we did yesterday, only slightly more challenging, and with a little more effort, you're going to feel great on this Tuesday. So stand up, let's do a postural systems check. Take a deep breath and make sure your shoulders are back and in line with your ears. Contract those tummy muscles and really give it your best sort of squeeze around that pelvic floor region, through the glutes, and now you're going to march in place. 30 seconds. Time starts now. Make sure that you land lightly on the balls of your feet as you march. You are going to swing your arms forward and back. Keep the back straight. Tuck in the tailbone, especially if you have a tendency to kind of tilt your hips forward and stick your butt out at the back, which is very normal considering how frequently most people spend on their butts all day. Lordosis is the name of the postural deviation that is said to involve that forward slant or forward tilt of the pelvis, and it puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. So whenever you're standing, if you can focus on keeping the pelvis forward, upward and down in a fully vertical position, you're gonna help yourself out in terms of long-term function. Okay, bring your feet together now, heels and toes touching. Extend your arms up and over your head. Press the palms together. No air getting through those 2 palms. And time starts now for this move called the I stick. It is simply 30 seconds of isometrically contracting every single muscle that you can think of in your body. And even if you're not an anatomy expert and don't know the names of all of your muscles, just start down at your feet and focus on squeezing the floor, pressing into the floor with all 4 corners of each foot, squeezing the muscles as you go up your leg, through the pelvis, your abs, your shoulders, your chest, your arms. You've got about 3 seconds left. Very good. Okay, now, yesterday we started the beginnings of sort of fundamental building blocks of all of these moves. Today we're going to add a layer of difficulty to each of the moves. We're still going to do 2 sets. The first set is instructional. The first move is a forward kick. So we're going to do 10 kicks with the right leg, 10 kicks with the left leg, and we're going to actually start with the left leg stable on the right leg, as most people in this world are right-handed and have a little bit more strength on the right side. So stability on the right leg, lift up the left knee, and with a flexed foot, kick out the foot, sort of extending the heel rather, forward, and like you're driving your foot through the heel through a door. So let's do 10 of those. Keep your abs engaged. If you're aerobically fit enough to do this, bring your hands up, your forearms kind of in front of your face with a 90-degree angle on the elbow. And that's kind of the kickboxer's sort of face protection stance. Very good to keep that heart rate elevated a little bit more. And we're going to switch now. So stable on the left foot and lift the right knee up. Kick out the right foot. Very good. Keep that going for another 10 seconds or so. All right, now what I want you to do is separate your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to do a standard squat. So this is the full seated position. You're going to go all the way down until your thighs are parallel to the floor, and squeeze your glutes as you come back up, pressing your heels into the floor. Okay, let's do 30 seconds on this lovely move, one of my all-time favorite moves. I do squats every single day in my own life. Inhale on your way down, exhale as you squeeze and lift up, and make sure you lift all the way up, all the way to the point where you can feel those hip extensor, your hip muscles or hip flexor muscles in the front of your body, the front of your hips. You want to feel that sort of lengthen to its full extent. The pelvis kind of thrusts forward, in fact. All right, I get very excited about squats, as you can tell. This is the only other move we're doing standing up on the floor. We're actually going down to the floor next for a hand tap in a plank. So yesterday we did a regular plank on your hands, making that right triangle with the floor. Today, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your hands down on the floor, stay on your knees for just a second, but what you're going to do when I tell you 30 seconds is going, you're going to lift up your left hand, tap the right hand with your left hand, put the left hand back down, then lift up the right hand and tap the left hand. That's all you're going to do, alternating hand taps for 30 seconds. Time starts now. Keep the butt down. Keep breathing. Make sure that you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Focus on a breathing pattern that is purposeful, not passive. Very important part of short, efficient exercise regimens. When you breathe in through your mouth, you activate other signals, send other signals to the brain that are different from the signals sent to the brain when you're taking air in through your nose. And when you take air in through your nose, you're able to get through pain better. You're able to manage, kind of control yourself a little bit better. The stimulating sort of function of the more passive taking air in through your mouth is kind of like the fight or flight syndrome sort of thing. So it's like panic attack, kind of almost, not a full panic attack, but like a panic sort of mode for your brain. Okay, now flip your body over and you're going to do a reverse plank again. This is the ballerina reverse plank. So instead of just hanging out in plank position with your body facing up, your hands are on the floor, of course, next to your butt, and your heels are on the floor, now I want you to point your toes and squeeze those tummy muscles. All right, time starts now. Very good. You are doing super great. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. It's so easy to just close your mouth and not do anything, not breathe, because you're in a bit of pain. At this point, you're probably feeling some shoulder fatigue. Now you can lay down on the floor completely, head on the floor, hands down by your sides, feet separated shoulder width apart, pinky toes and heels in line. Lift up your hips and lower down and lift up. Time starts now. This is called a hip bridge dip or lift, and you are underway here. Make sure that you press your toes into the floor as you lift up. That keeps the back of the leg working in conjunction with the front of the leg. If you let the front of the leg do all of the work, it will do it. It's happy to do it. But you want to, focus on the precision of your movement, and when you can get the body to work in accordance with each other, like when you think about front back or right side left side, always much better to have that dual sort of working motion between two sort of opposing forces, if you will. All right, last move. Sit up for me and then lean back. Bring your heels closer to your chest, or your heels closer to your chest. Your knees are a little more bent, and you're going to do that deep lean Russian twist. All right, that means you're going to twist all the way to the right, touch both hands on the floor beside you on the right, and then left to the left. Time starts now. This is the last of the 6 moves in the set, which means you're going to stand up after this and take a quick little break, and then we're going to go back through the same 6 moves in the flow set, moving very quickly, one move to the next. Very nice. Keep it going. Almost finished there. All right. Three, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, let's stand up. And we're going to go back to the forward kicks. Remember, this is going to be the flow set. So with the exception of those periods between the moves where you're switching positions, everything is going to go from start to finish with pretty much without stopping. The forward kicks are first. You're going to do 15 seconds kicking up with the left foot first, and then I'll switch you to the right side. Okay? Bring your hands up in front of your face, protect your face, and ready, set, go. Good. Very nice. And remember to focus on flexing the foot so that you kick through the heel. The power comes from your core, the center of your gut, down your leg, switch legs by the way, and then out the leg, out through the heel, kicking through the heel. That's why the flexed foot. You should also feel the back of the leg work, the hamstring engage when you kick that way. You've got 5 more seconds. Very nice. And separate your feet, shoulder width apart. Let's do that squat. Time starts now. Good. Focus on breathing in through your nose as you lower your body, out through your mouth. 11 seconds to go. Hang in there. 30 seconds can seem like a very long time when you're doing something rather challenging, but just keep on breathing. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and now you're down on the floor. Hand taps are next, and I'll let you get down on the floor here. Okay, ready, set, and go. Hand taps. Tap your left hand, then tap the right. Tap the right with the left hand, then tap the left with the right hand. Again, that is a tongue twister. Oh my goodness. Okay. So silly. Sometimes these early morning workouts are difficult for trainers just because we're all still sleepy too. And I don't have the cobwebs shaken out of my own head yet, let alone being able to help you shake yours out. 5 more seconds on the hand taps here. And you're going to flip over for one more position move here. Okay, now turn your body over so that your body's facing up. Your hands are on the floor once again. And lift your hips up. Point your toes into that ballerina position with your ankles, your feet. Go. 30 seconds. Not very often you get to pretend to be a ballerina, but this is a good time when you want to think about being a ballerina, maybe a famous ballerina, I don't even know, but if you can point your toes like you would if you were in the Nutcracker Suite, and you are really graceful, even though you're not moving at this moment. You will be moving in this position later in the week. So that's a little hint for you to join me for some of the other workouts as we finish this week. But just keep on pointing those toes. Another couple of seconds. Okay, good. Now lay down on the floor, hands down by your sides, feet, pinky toes and heels in line, and lift your hips up. And then you're just going to lower down and press up. 30 seconds. Time starts now. Very nice. Make sure that you are exhaling as you press up. And as you press up, press the toes into the floor. Remember, that's a very important part as well, so that you activate and recruit the back of the leg as you work those hips. Now, theoretically, the major muscle, which is not a major muscle, the hip flexor is not a big muscle, relatively speaking, but this is the muscle that is being used the most in terms of the body weight. But you are using the back of the leg. You're also using your glute. You've got 5 more seconds. Last move coming up here. Sit on up, but not all the way. You should be leaning back as far as you can and stand it. Last 30 seconds. Russian twist. Time starts now. Keep going. Keep breathing. Coming up on the last 5 seconds here. Very nice. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, congratulations. You've made it through our Tuesday workout of the week. It is a very core-focused week, as you can tell, so we will be back tomorrow with another new workout. We'll be broadcasting from lovely Colorado tomorrow, so definitely join me, and we'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.